Hi everyone, I hope everybody is doing fantastic today. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if you're not new, welcome back. Love you guys, big hugs, and I hope that you're doing well. Every reading on this channel, for those of you that are newer, is going to be a different experience. I like to, I'm getting bombarded by messages. I can't even give an intro. I can't even give an intro. Is it what? Did you see how I just picked this deck up? Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. The Two of Cups. Okay. Okay. Well, dang. This was supposed to be whatever comes out kind of reading, but this is obviously a love reading. What I was trying to say is my main ability is channeling. I have visions of the cards before they come out. So sometimes you're going to hear me give messages, etc., without seeing the cards, but sometimes it just something like this will happen. So every reading on this channel is going to be a completely different experience. They're also timeless. So if you're new here, feel free to click videos and watch anything that pops up, even from 2 years ago. The fact that this just came out like this, it didn't even give me a chance to channel. We have the Six of Cups here, the Lovers, okay, the Eight of Cups, which is walking away, but then it's followed by another connection, the Two of Cups, and then the Ace of Swords, which is communication and the truth, okay? I'm getting two messages from this. We're going to have to dissect this a little bit more. Usually, I'm like dead on with my messages. Like, the channeling is very clear. When I'm picking up on like two different storylines at the same time, even with confirmation, that's what I was getting before Tower card vibes. That's what I was going to say before this flipped out, by the way. So I'm going to put this here. That's what I was going to say, this elephant. You know, I've had this elephant on this table for a good 2 months now. You guys know, if you're not new here, I'm home, like my childhood home, but I'm not home. I will be leaving on Thursday morning. And then the school year begins for my child on Monday. Not this Monday, next Monday. But this elephant has been on the table since I've been here. I've been here for 2 months. And I never got the message, the elephant in the room, until right now. That's how channeling works, though. That's how it works. I'm going to push that elephant in the room aside. You know the saying, when there's an elephant in the room, it means there's something big that people are avoiding, acting like it doesn't exist, and not tackling. A problem you're not tackling, a subject you're not tackling or talking about. It's like talking to someone and saying, hi, how are you? Oh, I'm doing great. How are you? Everything's fantastic. How's your mom? How's your child? How's work? Meanwhile, you know that some serious ish happened with this person 2 weeks ago, and then they know that you know, that they know, that they know, that they know, that you know, and you know that they know that you know, but you're just not talking about it. You keep it on the surface. So that's what happened, you know. That's what it means when an elephant is in the room. A lot of you already knew that, but I know I have viewers from all over the world, and sayings and things like that don't usually translate well. Like, you can learn English as a second language, that doesn't mean that you're going to learn like these native phrases, right? So that's why I explain for anyone that doesn't know that. Oh my gosh, do you hear that stomping? I apologize. That's my child upstairs literally stomping like an elephant. Oh, there's an elephant in the room. All right. And it's about to blow up. It's about to blow up. Did you hear that stomping? I don't know if the device picked it up. There is an elephant in the room that's about to blow up. Oh, yeah. It's about to be known. It's about to be communicated. Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, the suit of the sword, signify your mind, your intellect, your thoughts, and also communication. So it could be communicated explosively, like suddenly, epiphany. This could also be your mind, though. Like someone having a holy crap epiphany realization, right? Like out of nowhere. But what I was saying before is that I don't usually get two storylines in one. When I do, it's because the collective literally is split into two. Because I instantly saw this and got two storylines. And the storyline was, one of them is the fact that, well, the Six of Cups is here, someone from the past. Someone from the past returning, a lover from the past, right? The Eight of Cups is walking away. The Two of Cups is a union. So one storyline I got was somebody leaving somebody from the past to walk towards a relationship with somebody else out of nowhere. Okay? Like somebody leaving somebody they're with and then moving right, and I mean right into a relationship with somebody else. It happens. Another storyline that I'm getting is somebody walking away from a romantic connection, somebody from the past. And as you walk away, you weren't walking away at all. You were just circling right back to the same person. I don't know why this storyline is split in two like that. Like it's done, it's over. You walk away from this for good. And you just circle back right to the same person. Okay? And I say that because this Two of Cups, which is, connecting again. Have you ever noticed their expression in this card, though? For the Two of Cups, which is like a union forming, they're not looking at each other with warmth. They're not looking at each other with love. First of all, he's the one that's offering, the masculine here is the one that's offering this cup of love to her. But they're looking at each other like I love you, but I can't stand you. You put me through so much. Like here we are again, having to deal with the elephant, huh? You want this romantic connection, you're sharing love, but I'm also hesitant to do so. I mean, look at I don't know if it's focusing, but I've always said this is the Morgan Greer deck. That is the way they drew this image. They do not look, they're connected, it's the Two of Cups, but they don't look that warm with each other, especially with all of those black clouds in the background, which are significant of darkness that they've experienced in the past together. This is like we're going to talk it out, you want to reconcile, sure, but I have a lot of bones to pick with you. I have a lot of shit. I'm mad, right? That's the vibe that I get from this. It's not as lovey-dovey and romantic and as you would imagine the Two of Cups would be. But which storyline is it? Whatever this is, this elephant, Can't be an elephant for stomping around for much longer. Oh no. Oh no. You know, see, because in this Lover's card, it doesn't look like this Two of Cups. In the Lover's card here, they sure do look romantically connected, don't they? They do. It's a different expression in the eyes in this Two of Cups. This expression changed from rainbows and butterflies and unicorns after the walking away, because now there's pain. Now there's heaviness that needs to be talked about. I think that's what the elephant in the room is. So like, okay, so you want to come back here, you want to connect, but you're not going to address the dark clouds behind this. Like, this isn't particularly a beautiful scene, right? You went and you had love connections elsewhere. You did your thing. You never addressed anything. Now you walked away from this sexual connection or whatever connection you had. Now you want to circle back to me and act like nothing ever happened. Now you want to just start off fresh. Now you want to just sit down and say, let's just start over. You don't want to address anything. That's what I'm getting. It doesn't work like that, though. That's how you feel. And you know, for a lot of you, it's the masculine that's doing this. The masculine is reminiscing about somebody from the past, possibly you. In the Two of Cups here, he has this red around his head, right? Which is the same color as whoever is cloaked here in this red hood, right? So I would assume if he took this red cloak, this red hood off, he could be left with a band of red around his head. So it's just, you know, the way I interpret cards, things stand out for a reason. That's part of channeling. They have me focus on different aspects of the cards differently each time. It's him. He's the one that abandoned something, and he's the one that's coming forward to you or somebody with a cup of love, offering it to you while you're there with a pissed face, with looking annoyed by him, kind of hesitant actually to give that cup back to him, because he's extending his full arm out to you, but you're there kind of like on the fence, like it's in the middle. So you're holding that cup in the middle, right? Like this. Sorry, there was liquid juice in here. Okay, you're holding that cup in the middle, meaning you're still contemplating, should I bring it back to myself or should I also extend my hand? You see. But his is fully extended after he removed his cloak. And this is coming out of nowhere, absolutely, because we have a tower here. And you know, when I said I feeling like I was about to say tower vibes, that's when these cards flipped. And then this card came out anyway. Which is epiphany, sudden upheaval, something shocking. You're just trying to mind your business. You're not expecting all this. You're not expecting this revelation. You're not expecting this communication from this person, this outpouring of emotion, none of this. But there's like anger here because, again, there's an elephant that you need to tackle. Like, I get it. So you walked away from something, or you want to. It doesn't work like that. The person that they were dealing with, though, before coming back to you could have been somebody from their past, actually, because that's why the Six of Cups is here. They could have had some kind of romantic fling with somebody from their past or something like that. Or it's just indicative of like a past time. But they've walked away from this and are circling back here. I have to say that they're circling back because if it wasn't circling back, why would you be mad? You know? Because you're mad about something. There's a lot of dark clouds back there. But this person they walked away from in the past could have literally been you also. Because she has the same hair color as this person. It's the same person. They both have that like ginger hair. You don't have to have ginger hair. It could just be, you know. But that could be an omen for you. Could you hear my daughter up there saying, Lola, a baby girl, eat? It's dog language. Isn't it funny how we talk to them? That's what they understand. Those are their favorite words. Their favorite words are baby, girl, belly, eat, go, play, go outside, good night. They love those. Those are all their favorite words. But you have to say it in that tone of voice. Anyway. This could also be the person they walked away from was you. You see, the Six of Cups means somebody from the past. Someone reconciling from the past. It's also someone from childhood. Could be. Because it's everything related to childhood. And especially, you know, this Six of Cups card has children in it. So this could be someone that you've known for a long time. But again, I'm getting multiple storylines where they went to somebody else from their past and now they're walking away from it, trying to come to you, and you're just like, seriously? There's some kind of respect lost here. Because it's like, okay, when I have the Ace of Swords, look at the size of that sword. And, you know, it's kind of like a shape of a heart here, you see? So it's like what's being communicated is love, despite all the darkness, but you're not receiving it well. You feel disrespected about the walking away. You see, this Eight of Cups came out first. It would have been different if this Eight of Cups came out here. Because then that would say to me, you guys had a connection, then you broke up, and then you walked away. That's it. But this is something else. This is like, I reconciled with this person. I had a connection, and they walked away. Now they want to come back again. Or they were dealing with someone else. They walked away from that. Now they're just trying to stumble back into my life. You know? It's something like that. But you feel like this communication's coming from nowhere, what they're going to say. Like, it's ballsy. So you're like, how are you just going to come forward with all of this? But you know what I'm getting, though, too? I feel like their communication with you is going to upset you. Because whenever there's a lot of sword energy, there's, you know, even though there's cup energy here, these are not like, it's more like, given the imagery and stuff, you know, they might speak to you, but the way that they're approaching with this Ace of Swords here, the way they are approaching their communication with you is very logical. And that might be upsetting you. Right? Like, almost like they want to come forward and just expect that you're okay with that, with them being back in your life, right? Like there's like a coldness to it, even though there's love to it. I don't know. Again, I channel also, even though these cards are here, they mean whatever they mean if you read tarot also. That's not what I'm getting though. But this is going to come as a shocker. I also pick up decks, if you're new here, randomly, but they're not random. I'm hearing from my guides what to do, what decks to pick. So there's no method. I'm just going with what I'm hearing, and I was just guided. I don't know why, but I'm guided here. Tell me about this Ace of Swords and Tower, though. What do you want me to tell? What do you want to tell me from here? Hold on. Oh my God. Wow. I said tell me about that Ace of Swords and Tower, and oh, there's two. It just flew up right on top of it. Do it again. We got Bump on a Log, number 40, and Catching Lightning Bugs, number 21. Bump on a Log says lazying around, loafing, inertia, false start, non-response, and disinterest. You see? And it's followed by Catching Lightning Bugs, which says happiness, everyday magic, childhood. I told you there's an element of that. There's an element of that. Happiness, everyday magic, childhood, simple pleasures, wonder, and secret wish. So the fact that it says childhood kind of is giving me, it's representing the Six of Cups to me, which is reconciling with someone from the past. Somebody has been lazing around, loafing, inertia. You had a false start with this person, but they were also non-responsive. They acted like they were disinterested. They walked away from you. They did all of that. They put no effort. They might have even hurt you and then just didn't approach the situation. I need water. Sorry. But this one, it says happiness, everyday magic, childhood, simple pleasures, wonder, and secret wish. It's telling me that even though you guys had a false start, even though they were not responsive to, you guys probably haven't talked in a while, whatever, that's why it's going to be a shock. Their secret wish is what's going to be communicated. Their secret wish is to come back together with you. That is why this is so confusing. It wasn't not confusing, but that's what it says. It's just confirmation of that, because it's like, okay, you had some kind of connection here. They walked away and now they come back out of nowhere and you're like, what? But you left me high and dry with all these clouds in the background. What? What are you talking about? The Spear of Destiny has, what does it say? The Spear of Destiny has divine powers. Sorry, my finger got in the way. I just got a notification from the History Channel on YouTube that said that. The Spear of Destiny has powers, has divine powers. That's such an interesting video to come from history. But I take that as an omen. This person feels, this is the weirdest energy, because it's like this person feels like they have a powerful connection with you. They feel like they're destined to be with you, but there has been, thus far, no conversation about this. If anything, I mean, this is crazy to me because I just don't understand it. I know it happens, but it's like, how could you feel like that for somebody and then do everything but that, or act completely opposite, or not voice it? You're just gonna do that in your life? Like, why? Why would you do that? You know? Like, why? But that's exactly what it is. It's like, okay, so their secret wish is to have happiness with you. And because they feel like at some point, besides whatever happened, because obviously something happened, and we're going to get into it. Because those dark clouds are thick. Okay? They still feel like the happiest that they've been, or like it says happiness, everyday magic, childhood, simple pleasures, wonder. Like the connection that you had with them was very childlike, was very innocent at its core. It was very fun, was very natural at its core. Like they think about the good times with you, and it definitely puts a big smile on their face. Right? But something about their dark side, their fears, their shadow, took over here and instead made them a bump on a log. And you guys therefore had a false start. They acted non-responsive. They acted like they were disinterested. They could have had defense mechanism to push you away, push people away, which then transfers into behaviors that make you not want anything to do with this person. They were lazying around. They just they were bumping along. Literally, that's what it says. They might have even blamed everything on you. But the key word here is false start. So that's the secret wish. Like they feel like that's why, you know, I was in between two timelines. Like maybe they walked away from someone else. I think it's a combination of two. They might have had somebody that they're walking away from. You don't even know it though. Right? Some kind of sexual connection or something. They're naked there. You know what I just heard? This person might have some kind of emotional issue that they need to go to a therapist for, honestly. That despite feeling happiness with someone, when something has a potential to be real, that's when they act lazy. That's when they put no effort into it and they really push it away. Or they convince themselves that it sucks. They might even lose sexual attraction to it, right? That happens sometimes if you have severe enough, like, mommy issues or something like that, to be completely honest. I read that somewhere. Right? And then they get stuck in addictions where they get more of like a high or a rise out of having random sexual encounters because there's no emotional attachment to it, not so much. Because whenever they get deeply emotionally attached to somebody, it brings back whatever issues they have subconsciously with their parents or their mom. So then by default, what happens is, like, if they're connecting with you sexually, etc., they start getting turned off because they don't even realize, like, subconsciously, it makes them feel like they're having sex with their mother. Or vice versa. Honestly, that's a thing. And then what happens, if it's severe enough, is that they end up actually getting more satisfaction out of having porn addictions or passing sexual encounters. And it's always very short-lived because they can actually let go like that because there's no emotional attachment. And that's a fucked up way to live, isn't it? Because you always end up alone anyway. But are those really issues that you want to be dealing with? You know, it's the truth. It sucks. But our life is too short also. We all have our own issues. I commend you if you're working through yours, if you have a therapist, etc. It's beautiful if you have somebody that's, you know, goes through something and they can openly communicate with you that they want to work on it with you. That's beautiful. But that very rarely happens. What ends up happening is that they just become a burden. And you have to allow yourself to realize that it's not selfish not wanting to deal with that, because you only live once. You only have a couple years of your life, really, relatively speaking. Do you really want to spend it on somebody that can't emotionally connect to you as much as you love them? Like, no. It's going to suck out your soul. All right? But I just got that's something here. Right? Because that's what they were doing. That's why I kept getting the childhood card. You know, I'm like, the childhood aspects of the Six of Cups keeps popping up for me a lot. That's what it is. Oh, I just realized what I said has everything to do with this. That has something to do with like their sexual tendencies, is their childhood issues. And they're walking away from that problem. I feel like this person has that problem. See, but now their secret wish is to like erase everything that happened between you guys. They feel like they had a false start and they want to play restart with you. That's their secret wish. That's the thing. It's a secret wish. So since this is how they behaved, why the hell on you have no idea that this is what they're feeling? So when they come forward, because they are going to come forward and just say this to you, they're coming forward like, here, have my cup. I had a false start. I'm sorry. I want to try again. You're going to be like, excuse me? Because on the flip side, as much as you want to understand why people act the way you do, what about you? This person, while they were lazing around and loafing and having a false start and acting non-responsive and disinterested, made you feel like shit. They hurt your feelings. They made you feel used. They made you feel manipulated. They definitely didn't make you feel loved or cared for. Okay? They made you feel really taken advantage of. And it might have even gone as far as them blaming you for all of this. Made you think, you know, which was, it could have been very heartbreaking for you. Because, again, you felt like you really wasted your time with this person. Like it was just a big heartbreak. So for them to just come forward, like, here's my cup. And it's like, okay, what about all this black smoke? It's something like that. But, just pick this up. They had some kind of, whoa. Oh my God, why? I can't. Did you see the acrobatics? Because I was about to put this deck back. Because we cannot pull this deck without this card coming out. We just can't do it. Because they had some kind of coming to Jesus moment. It says, come to Jesus. 29. Truthful communication, integrity, divine intervention, surrender, and reconciliation. Sweet as a Georgia peach, number 38. Kindness, tender care, charm, beauty, flirtation, delicious experience. That's what I was saying. Now, they're going to come forward and speak to you and be sweet as a Georgia peach. They're going to want to flirt with you again. They want to be, I think it's such a dichotomy. It's such a difference. Bump on a log, which says lazing around, loafing, inertia, false start, non-responsive, and disinterest, is so opposite from sweet as a Georgia peach, kindness, tender care, charm, beauty, flirtation, and delicious experience. Like, it's so different. Like, this is what you want when you connect with someone romantically. You want someone to flirt with you. You want to have a delicious experience. Delicious experience. I'm not thinking about restaurants. I'm thinking about sexual experiences as well. We did talk about that, because if this person was lazy, then they were lazy in all aspects of it. And that's, if you're not satisfied, you're not satisfied. I am a big believer, listen, that's a very big part of a relationship. Stop letting people tell you that that's not important, that it's extremely important. If it's whack, you cannot, like, you can't lie and act like it's that you're gonna be happy for the rest of your life. If you have someone lazy that's not trying to satisfy you, not trying to do anything in bad, not making you feel like good, that fucking sucks, right? That doesn't. I could never, right? Because if this person was, I feel like this person had this attitude and everything. That did come out. But I just told you why. Nothing that comes out of my mouth is for a reason. This is especially true if they grew up with some kind of trauma because of some kind of overbearing parent. Yep. It came to mind I saw a whole, I went to school for psychology, so these kind of topics really interest me. So I like to watch videos and stuff to learn, even though I didn't go down that route in my career. It's still, I mean, I chose that major for a reason, because it's an interest of mine. So I still learn about things all the time. I choose to educate myself on these things. But this is what you want. The fact that this Sweet as a Georgia Peach card is underneath the Eight of Cups, which is the walking away. Again, there was like a walking away. In your part, you felt partially, again, because they were so lazy. But I feel like they were giving the tender care and the flirtation and the delicious experiences, like I said, to people they were not emotionally connected to. Like encounters. Or people that they would trick themselves into thinking they were dating and it would last like 3 weeks. There's no real substance there. Well, that's what made them feel comfortable. Okay? The come to Jesus is under the Two of Cups. That's what we were saying. Truth of communication, integrity, divine intervention, surrender, reconciliation. I told you that's what they're going to come forward and try to talk to you about. They're going to tell you the truth. They're going to say they had a come to Jesus moment, which means like they had some realizations. They want to try again. They feel like they had some kind of divine intervention. They're ready to grow, all that. And they don't want to be a bump on a log. They feel like they were a bump on a log. They didn't put the right effort into it. And they maybe even blamed you for your frustrations about that, right? Someone that shows up like a bump on a log, then you get frustrated. And then you become the villain for being frustrated about the fact that they're literally acting like a bump on a log. You know what I'm saying? Then your reactions become the problem. That's the problem. But I feel like you just are not there mentally to even want to consider this person. Because like you're hearing them out, but you're looking at them like, I'm fucking over your shit. I don't even know if you're true. I don't even know if you're full of it. Like, I think you're a narcissist kind of thing, Like, I think you're a fucking piece of shit. Because you went out for sexual encounters and you never came to talk to me about it, came to apologize. You never talked about the fact that you led me into a false start. You never talked about the fact that you were non-responsive. Or you never approached this. You just let me sit in all of the discomfort and thing. You never addressed it. Now you want something. Now you're back. Now you want something. That's why you're back. That's how you feel. I want to know what this Lover's card is here for him. Judgment. Empress. Dude. That's crazy. Every time if I have something and I have some kind of doubt, I just put the deck. It's the Ace of Swords. I know that we have the Ace of Swords here too, but the Ace of Swords is also my confirmation card. Like if I have some kind of doubt, the Ace of Swords will come out like a stamp of approval. There it is. That's crazy because the Empress is divine feminine. The Empress is also the mother. It's the mom. And she came out under the Six of Cups. And I told you that even though Six of Cups is reconciliation, it's still like the child aspect of it kept coming through so strongly. There it is. I said, what's this whole like Lovers card thing here for? Which is, I told you I kept getting as the like the sexual encounters. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to I didn't even realize this Lovers card has, they're gonna flag me for that. I'm gonna put a slap bracelet on it. And I guess I'm gonna have to edit the video in the beginning. Damn it. I'm gonna have to edit the, I'm gonna have to just edit this whole video. Dang it. You guys know that now they flag people for animated nudity. Well, silly me. I forgot. I'm gonna have to put a emoji over it. I'm gonna have to do that. It's annoying to edit videos like that, especially for, I have to drag it for 41 minutes on the app that edits. But I'm gonna have to do, I'm not gonna just demonetize myself again over that. Last time they did it to me a couple times. It was the World card had animated breasts and they demonetized the whole video. Excuse me with my water. Talking a lot, you know? That's crazy to me though, because I mentioned, you know, the Lovers card, I saw like that whole sexual component. The Judgment card is someone reconciling with their sins, with their issues, okay? And here it says acceptance, awakening, and assessment. Acceptance, awakening, and assessment. Like they were assessing themselves, awakening to why they do the things they do and accepting it, and therefore walking away from what they have assessed, what they've of what they realize, and then coming back towards you. But what's crazy is that the Six of Cups is reconciliation, but I keep getting the child energy, you know, because they all mean a list of many things off of that. And now we have the mother. So it's the mother-child kind of thing there, which is what I said, mommy issues, not gonna lie. Okay? Didn't I say that the whole lovers thing, the whole need to go not connect with people emotionally, treat them the way they do, go connect with people on the surface or have multiple partners in their life, etc. Everything that we said was because of these issues. I also gave you the energy. I literally spoke about that video that I said that sometimes they even act completely disinterested and turned off by you. They might not say it to your face, but you can tell. And it's because they have a tendency, because of their issues, that they won't deal with if it's that severe. They go after relationships. They connect with someone on a genuine level. And even if you don't have a problem, they will make the relationship a problem somehow, right? They know who to pick they know who has the capacity to play out these roles with them. So let's say you also have some kind of trauma, but you're pretty much healed. But that doesn't mean that people can't trigger you into old behavior. But they can suss out, they can tell, like, you have a tendency to play this role with me. It's what I want, right? So they'll get it out of you. They'll bring the bad side out of you, right? They'll get in relationships to play out this mother-child dynamic. That I am getting it. It is right here. Six of Cups, Empress. They find somebody to play out this mother-child dynamic in a very manipulative way. right? It can get even abusive. They start doing things, behaving things. They find what triggers you. They learn everything about you, and they start triggering the behaviors in you, which probably drives you nuts because you probably don't act like that with other people, right? But they know, like, they know who's capable of it, right? They're not gonna start talking to someone romantically that they think is never going to, it doesn't have this capability. It's really subconscious too. And then they start playing out the dynamic of what they experience as a child. So they'll start creating arguments. You start, let's say, getting in explosive arguments with them. It reminds them of what they went through, right? Because they're playing it out. And then the reason the subconscious mind does that is because there's a child in them that feels unheard, or there's something unhealed. There's something that they have not integrated, that they have not dealt with. So they keep trying to replay it to try to, like, create a different outcome or to get power. So let's say, so they'll drive you crazy. They'll make you crazy. Then you'll act crazy if it's in you to act crazy. And then you will. And then it'll turn into a disaster. And they're replaying out their issues with their mom only so then they can abandon you. Let's say their mom abandoned them. They want to do it first instead of, like, you know, they want to feel like what they never were, what they want to, let's say they were abandoned, they'll recreate this so then they could be the abandoner, so they could be the person abandoning and feel like they have control over their, you know, control. That's the thing. I saw a whole, like, a whole series on this. And then sometimes then they can't connect sexually sometimes because and they might not even figure it out because two things happen in these dynamics. They can't connect sexually because subconsciously they're looking at you like that mother figure, so they're turned off. Because they don't really want you there for anything else other than that. That's the truth, which is crazy. Or they sometimes turn out, and I'm not saying that if you are homosexual it's because you have childhood issues. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But sometimes in these cases, they tend to then, another possibilities is they start fantasizing about the opposite sex and have homosexual tendencies because, like, it's like the extreme of getting away from anything that reminds them of their mother, and they're not getting sexual satisfaction from the women that they choose that remind them of their mother. So they feel that control over having sex with men. That happens sometimes. I'm not sure that I'm getting that here, but I'm telling you, but that's what I saw in the thing I saw. That's what happens. Okay? I'm not saying that they're having sex with other men, but it's one of those two things, right? So then, you know what? This was just for myself. All right. Anyway, so that was just a recap of what I saw, but I'm seeing some kind of dynamic here. Doesn't have to be that exact dynamic, something along that psychology, right? I feel like they're aware of this now. They've been able to judge themselves. And maybe it's because they walked away from you. And then what ended up happening was exactly the cycle we spoke about. Started having a lot of sexual encounters. Okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, the whole, like, homosexual thing, that's like for like 1% of you. So don't take that to heart. I'm not really getting that. So if you want to know, I'm not really like, that's not really coming out here. I'm just telling you what I saw in that thing. I'm getting like option A for you guys, all right? I know some of you are now like, hold up, okay? But a lot of times though, people with this issue, they do have like the fantasies. Doesn't mean they want to act on it. And you'll never know. Never gonna know. They'll never tell you. But that's where it comes from. Okay, but after they walked away from you because of this reason, they had a lot of encounters and stuff like that. So they were able to awaken and assess their behavior. But I'm telling you, so because here the come to Jesus as truthful communication, integrity, divine intervention, surrender, and reconciliation. So they're surrendering to this pattern, and they want to reconcile with you. But you're not feeling it though, because again, it's like, I get it. You feel bad for this person. You feel for what they're experiencing you, but you're just like, dude, I've let this go. It's too much darkness, man. It's too much darkness now. Tell me, I want to know, what is this person? Where are you at? See? I told you. This person's coming to you very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. This person's coming to you, right? This person's coming to you. And this is where you're at. Release your ex. It's time to come to clear your energy. Like, I released you. I don't trust you. How do I know you're not just going through one of those cycles where everyone has, you're not getting ass, okay? You're not having enough sexual encounters now. Now all of a sudden you miss me until you get triggered again with your issues, and you're gonna go do the same shit again. I'm not here to fuck up my life, excuse my language, ruin my life here, okay? I'm not trying to do that. And I'm very clear on it. But I'm willing to hear you out. But as much as you're saying that, okay, I'm here to read the energy. As much as you say that, because you're afraid, you have every reason to be afraid. You're not extending that cup to them. No, you're not. Let's keep it real. You're absolutely not. Was this crooked the whole time? I think so. Or I made it just more crooked right now. I can't tell. Anyway, I'm going to keep it real. Yeah, you're not extending that cup to them. It looks more the way you're holding it, like you're more ready to pull it back towards yourself than offer to them. But you're also not complete. Your back's not turned to them either. So you also have to just admit that there is a part of you that loves this person. And that's the problem. You're afraid. You're afraid to give this person the time of day, and then they're going to do the same shit. Or they're going to trigger you because you feel like they bring out the worst in you. This whole thing is crooked. Oh my God, why can't I just be a normal reader on this channel with a normal setup after all this time? I try, but it never stays. I'm trying to twist this. Sorry, guys. I got it. Sorry, we heard like a clacking noise. Click, click, click. I was trying to tighten the device holder there. You feel like, and see, you're afraid because you know that this person knows that you have a soft spot for them. So you're always stuck in between. I can't even let loose. You look so uptight there with you anymore because you want to be romantic with someone. You want to feel head over heels. You want to feel in love. This person has killed all that for you already. So like, now just connecting with them literally feels like just fear-based. Like you're always going to be on edge that something that they're going to do is going to hurt you, or that they're lying, or it's another game. You're going to waste another year of your life and etc. That's how you feel. So the divine is telling me that if they come to you and that's how you feel, remember, it's not an obligation. Okay? Don't stop your life for this person then. You don't have to allow this stress to overcome you. What you're going to do is whatever is best for you and what eases your life. You're going to hear them out. You don't have to shut them out. Let them talk to you, whatever. But you're also going to meet other people, date, do whatever you need to do in your life, don't put all your eggs in this person's basket. As much as they tell you that it hurts them, whatever, only give that cup to them fully when they, like 100%, you know that they are making it official. You are in a relationship. Everybody knows you're getting married. Otherwise, don't put, if you feel that stress just communicating with them, like I see here, don't put yourself through it. You don't have to shut them out, but approach them a different way than you approached them before. Just tell them openly, I am more than willing to have a friendship with you. Sure. We could even get to know each other a little bit more if you want to, but I'm going to let you know right now that I'm dating. I'm meeting people, etc. So when this becomes real, it will become real, but I'm not going to give up my emotional freedom, okay, for something I'm not certain about. Like, you will have to prove that. Maybe you're not used to dating like that because you're very monogamous, but with this person, you can get very easily engulfed. Those black clouds can take over, and you know, if you have that much anxiety with this person, don't do it. Just let them, you know, develop a friendship with them, and then if it's meant to be, trust me, it will be. But allow them into your life, allow them to show you who they are, and go through their process without the pressure of anything. You could also make it a strict, like, we're not going to be sexually active rule too. None of that. And actually give other people a chance. That's going to do one of two things. If it's real, they'll make it real. You'll know. You'll have nothing to be afraid of because you will know. See? Because you're afraid. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. That this is just to confirm what I just said. Okay? You don't have to, just because they come forward with all of this, give them all of you all of a sudden, because then you're going to be in a state of stress because of all the red flags of the past. So just let things rock. Listen to them. Have an open heart. Tell them even the truth of how you feel. You don't have to hold back. Say, listen, I love you a lot. Yep. I wish that this would have happened sooner. I have my reservations because of X, Y, and Z. I'm going to live my life. You could live your life. That's fine. We can still communicate, but I'm not just going to give you all of me like that. You know? And do your thing. If it's meant to be, again, those red flags will fade away and they will prove to be the right person, and it will just be exactly that. You will be together. What are they going to do once you say this to them? This situation, they're going to tell you to trust them. You know, the usual. I want you to have trust in me. I want you to have faith. Something's backwards here. It's time to disconnect from the world. They want to go somewhere with you in the hopes of reconciling. Someone from the past is returning from your life. It's time to disconnect from the world. They want you. This person's going to ask you to go somewhere with them. And you're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation. They're going to want to go somewhere with you with the intention of forgiving and learning and getting to know each other. As you release and heal your past. Okay, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Forgiving and learning as you release and heal your past. You experience more loving your present moments. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. That's what they want to do. They're going to ask you if you want to go somewhere with them. I'm telling you, you could totally even hang out with this person. Fine. But just put limits. Like, okay, but we're not going to hook up. We're friends. Okay? No problem. We can hang out. But I'm telling you what their intentions are. Yep. What's the most likely outcome? What outcome? Yeah, you got to love yourself first. Look, that's the thing, because let go of control issues, codependency, and love yourself first. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Honestly, by you even acting like that, they're just going to fall in love with you even more. Because you don't have that, like, eagerness, that codependency. Like, I need to have you in my life right now. That's not a good look. Trust me. It's okay. I've been there. I know what that feels like. You're just wasting. It destroys your life. Go heal that. Heal whatever makes you like that. Been there, done that. Woo. I healed that shit. Hell no. No. You can't be living like that, man. Put yourself first. Because codependency comes from control issues. You know that, right? Like, you don't want to allow things to unfold naturally because you want to know exactly where it's gonna go. What is this gonna be? But don't confuse this with what players and mind manipulators do when they're like, oh, just allow this to unfold naturally. Just go with the flow. And they try to make you feel like you're codependent for wanting to know where something is going while they string you along. No, that's not what this means, honey. That's not what this means. That's what manipulators say to you. To try to waste your damn time. Okay? That's not what I mean either. What I mean is like when this person comes forward, like the anxiety you get of like it has to be all or nothing, and you start getting anxiety. That comes from the tendency of needing to control things and like and codependency. Like learn how to just be like, fine, I hear you out. I don't feel right. I'm loving myself first. I don't feel comfortable being with you right now because of this and that. And let them lead the way. Okay? You accept it when you're ready. But yeah, but don't confuse this. Don't confuse this with manipulators and abusers will use that to make you feel like you got a problem for asking like, where is this going? No, honey, don't fall into that trick. Listen, a man or an adult, let me not even use gender, who cares? They know what they want from the beginning. Don't fall for the games. Let's just go with the what fucking flow. Okay? Like, no. I'm gonna tell you what I'm comfortable doing, all right? Okay. Obviously, if you wanted to go with the flow, you don't want a relationship. So let's not play these games. All right? Don't fall for that. But that's not what I'm getting here. This is the pattern that you'll fall into if you accept them when you know there's all these black clouds and things that you're uneasy about. That's why you have to love yourself first, and then until you feel comfortable. Period. Okay? Period. Give me a message from this other person. To the watcher. Okay. Hold on. Only time will tell. That's the vibe. That's what we just said. Only time will tell. That's the vibe. And it was this one, right? Oh my God, look. Twin flames. Your passion ignites. Definitely have a soul connection with this person. I gotta keep it real. It says, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Honey, that's what I just said. Don't accept anything other than that. If you feel uneasy when they come forward, again, if it's not what you feel you deserve and everything you desire, Put your limits. That's it. No stress. I'm telling you what they're gonna come forward doing though. I have a feeling though this person's gonna be a very important person in your life though. Yeah, regardless. You might even like develop a friendship with them because of this behavior and somehow end up together anyway. But it comes from you loving yourself first, you know, and being open to them, and having your boundaries. But the outcome is still in the air, because life is about free will. Because this person could also very easily fall back into this pattern. This is a tough pattern to break. Personally, my belief is these are not tough things to break. I think that the only thing that stops us from healing these things is self-awareness. I don't know about you, but I went through a lot of things. And all I needed sometimes here and there was a light bulb moment of, oh shit, I do that. And like, I will wake up the next day and not do it. Okay. But I'm also weird though. I'm also very weird. I know it's hard. Some things are harder than others. I know I'm also weird. Like I remember a long time ago, I used to smoke, which is really gross. No hate, but if you smoke, stop smoking. I woke up one day and I was like, this is nasty. Never touched it again. I didn't have a craving, nothing. I was just like, fuck this. This is disgusting. Just didn't do it anymore. I had no, like, there was nothing in me that was like, oh my God, I need to do it right now. I don't know. I like that. I guess maybe I'm just real good at dissociating, which is another problem. That's hard for me to tackle. I do that, dissociate, but it's for my benefit sometimes. But I just woke up and I'm like, I'm not touching this. Done. But sometimes it is like that also with healing, where it's just like someone just brings it up to your attention and you're just like, done. The same thing happened when I went a little while ago. I went to the doctor and they weighed me. I gained a whole bunch of weight. I looked at the scale and I was like, are you fucking serious? And they showed me my chart from before and now I was like, done. That's all I needed to see. Right? And the sugar issue I was having, I'm like, done. That's it. Woke up the next day, I eat different. Like, I am that way. Some people are like that. But not everyone. This is very deep for this person. Maybe you want to be there for them while they go through this, but like as a friend, because this isn't something they're going to change overnight, though. Because this is real deep. This is real deep. So I feel like this tendency, this mom, parent, child thing that they do in relationships also turn them very abusive. Could be. Because if the patterns that they're recreating is abusive tendencies, even if they're not a bad person, like let's say their mom, it was a narcissistic, so they're recreating someone with narcissistic tendency, they're recreating a really fucked up environment. It's not something you want to jump into, but you could easily be their friend and love them and talk to them through it, like whatever, with your boundaries. But I feel like this person's going to be like okay with what you're saying, even though they're going to have a secret. They're going to be okay with you saying that to them. But remember, I got that card here that says, look, happiness, everyday magic, childhood, simple pleasures, wonder, and secret wish. Their secret wish, regardless of what your response is. They might even come forward and say, yeah, like we can be friends and just want to tell you I'm sorry and whatever, and be like, okay. And meanwhile, their secret wish the entire time is that you guys can get closer and end up together. Straight up. I mean, it says it. That's what it is. That's, like they're not going to let go of that secret wish. They're not going to let go of it. Yeah. Oh, look what just fell here. It says, it's forgiveness and then one with a message. Let me see. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort you. See, yeah. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Okay? That applies to them and their issues and you too. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to wait. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And that's also a very big part of healing. When you focus on past events, like I'm like this because I went through this, whatever, you're also not forgiving. It's the lack of forgiving also that brings you to these places. So like, let's say this person has this issue with their mom. The truth is, whether they think they forgive them or not, no, they don't. Because I think that's the key. When you can truly forgive, you can do what I do in that instance and just wake up and be like, I'm done acting like that. Because you've but you need help doing that a lot of times. Like, you can't just do that by yourself all the time, right? So you start focusing, stop focusing so much energy on like all the ways people messed you up and I'm like this because of this and whatever, because you're just bringing that into your today life. You have a choice to be a new person now. I need one more. From, what does this person want to say to whoever's watching right now? What the heck? Okay. Surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and it will all work out. That is the big message here. How do they feel? Feel. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is how they feel for you. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time and nothing is missing. I'm telling you, this person feels that you have a soul connection. They know it. They feel you. They feel you. And they might not have been very spiritual before, but they are maybe looking into these things because they realize that you're connected somehow. Some way, somehow. They know that you know that they know that you know that they know, or maybe they just know. Maybe they woke up to these spiritual concepts and they really feel like it applies to you one way or another. All right. They really do have hope that, like, at the end, no matter how long it takes, they'll be with you. They have that hope. They have that outlook. And if you don't want this person, that's a very dangerous outlook, isn't it? Because what ends up happening, if someone's outlook is genuinely like this, they're manifesting you. They're manifesting you because their outlook, like, they believe. I know it's going to be hard, but they believe that you will be together at some point. They believe it. That's manifesting right there. But no one can though, through manifesting, force somebody's free to change. You know, you still have free will not to allow it. That's the truth. You do. But they believe. Yes. I think I'm going to leave it here. Expect that. Expect this. And when I get the tower, by the way, it's happening soon. The tower card for me is always maximum 8 days. But I'm going to give it 2 weeks. I'm going to give it 2 weeks. I'm hearing it, so I have to share what I'm hearing. All right, love you guys. Love and light.